This video is about linear equations. Now, what is a linear equation? Well, a linear equation is also known as the equation of a line. Now, I assume you know what a line is. Now, the equation of a line is y equals mx plus b. Now, m is the slope, b is the y-intercept, and so we'll get into more detail about what those are later. For now, let's just talk about the y and the x. Now, so this is what's known as a Cartesian graph, two axes. So, okay, and now and then there's this. Okay, so now let's take a point here. Let's say, so this is what's known as this here, the axis going from left to right, is what's known as the x-axis, and the one going up and down is known as the y-axis. So if I take this point here to 1, x-axis always comes first, so it's 1, 2. Those are its x and y coordinates. The x is 1, the y is 2. And so this is the equation of a line. Y equals a slope times x plus the y-intercept.
Switch. The question is, how do you graph a linear equation? The first thing to do is make a Cartesian graph, and then take two points that fit with the equation. In the instance that y equals 4x plus 3, we find a suitable number for y and for x. So in this case, x would be 3 and y is 15. Now we'd graph this point on 9, 10, 15, 1, 2, 3. This is the first point. Now we do this again with the same value, with the same slope and intercept, but with different y and x values. So let's change the values to 12. How about?
You gotta have the same slope and
yes. 19 equals 4 times, say,
19 minus 3 is 16, so 4, 4.
Yes, 4 times 4 plus 3. Now we find 4 on the x-axis here, here, and 19. So around here, let's say. Then we'd
move out of the way. I can't see this.
Then we'd plot the point. Now we connect these the 2 points drawn, and this is our line. Yes, the line extends infinitely in either direction. Therefore, so we put arrows to signify that.
Okay. But just what is b? Well, you see, b is what's known as the y-intercept, as I've said here. And what is the y-intercept? Well, in any line, there is both a y-intercept and an x-intercept. Now, the x-intercept is what the x is when the y is 0. So let's say here, taking this equation, y equals 4x plus 3. 0. So 0 equals to 4x plus 3. 0 minus 3 is negative 3. Negative 3 equals 4x. So the x will be negative 3/4. So y-intercept will be around here. Now, the y-intercept, conversely, is what the y value is when the x is 0. So y equals to 0 plus 3, so y is 3. And then you can conjoin those, and then join them to the rest of the thing. Okay, and that's what the x and the y, and that's what the x and y intercepts are.
Now, for finding the slope, we have an equation. We take 2 points. For now, let's stick to what y equals 15 and x equals 3, and y equals 19 and x equals 4. We take those 2 points, label them y2, x2, y1, and x1. Now, the formula for finding a slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Obviously, 19 minus 15 is 4. X2 is 4. That is 3. 4 over 1, which gives us a slope of 4. This is correct because it lines up with our y equals mx plus b equation.
And now there are 3 ways of expressing the equation of a line. What we've got here, y equals mx plus b, is known as the slope-intercept form. But there's 2 other forms. There's the point-slope form, and there's the standard form. Point-slope form looks like this. Y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. Okay, now, for instance, sticking with y1 and y2 here of 15, x1 here of 15 and 3. So let's take an x value of 7. Y minus 15 equals m. 7 minus 3. Y minus 15 equals to m. Sorry. And the slope of 4. Okay, so we've got 7 minus 3 is 4, so we can put 4 squared. Y minus 15 equals 16. If you add the 15 on both sides, you get y equals 16 plus 15, 31. So that's 5, 30. 30, 20, 10, 0. What's our x? 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry to be messy, but 30. Here is 1 point. Now let's take a y value of 2. negative 13 plus 12 would equal negative 1. So x equals negative 1 over 4. So negative 1 over 4 and 2. Here's negative 1. 2 is probably around here. Negative 1 over 4. So that's, and then you draw a line connecting them. Okay, and now finally there's the standard form, which, so this, the standard form of a linear equation is a simple extension of this, which consists merely of moving the y over to the other side. Mx plus b minus y equals 0. And this is the standard form. So an example of a graph made using this, let's say, again, using an x value of, using same values here of 4, 3, plus 3 minus y equals 0, 12 plus 3 minus y equals 0, 15 minus y equals 0, and so y equals 0 minus 15, which gives you the same answer you got here. So you can see it's ultimately the same. It gets ultimately the same answer. This chalk is wearing thin.
You mean 15 equals y?
Right. Negative 15 equals y.
Now, a few questions remain. What is the slope of a vertical line, of a horizontal line, of perpendicular and parallel lines? Well, all of these can be answered easily. A horizontal line has a run but no rise, therefore it has a slope of 0. A vertical line has a rise but no run, therefore it has an infinite slope. Now, two parallel lines have the same slope but different y-intercepts, giving them making them spaced apart and never to meet. And two perpendicular lines have the slope. Each other's slope is the negative reciprocal of each other. To simplify that, if we have a line with a slope of 4, its negative reciprocal is 1/4, negative 1/4. That gives us the slope of its perpendicular line.
Okay.
We hope you've enjoyed our video. This is Avi. This is Alex. Thank you.